I'm Steve, and in today's session we're going to talk about and show you exactly how to organise your tools on a tool pegboard. If you have a large range of tools, one of the easy ways to organise your tools is using a pegboard. Very efficient in space. Whether you've got a large garage or a small shed or just a little bit of room in your garage because you've got too many cars, using a pegboard is the best way to utilise that space. The tools that you'll need for putting together your pegboard are, of course, firstly the pegboard itself. We'll need our safety equipment, our goggles, our earmuffs and our gloves. We'll need a screwdriver and we'll also need a level. And in this case, because we're going onto a brick wall, we'll also need plugs. We've got your tape measure, your hammer, screws, our drill, and of course our pegboard accessories. The first thing we need to do before we identify which pegboard we're going to use is get all your tools out, lay them all out and work out what size pegboard you're going to do. We've already done this and identified it, and we're going to be using two 900 by 450 millimetre pegboards. Some types of pegboard require a timber frame, and you can get all that pre-cut at Bunnings. All right, well, it's now time to assemble and to get our project underway. As I mentioned before, the particular pegboard we're using is a steel frame pegboard, and on the back of the pegboard, we've got pre-drilled lugs already on the frame that we can attach our screws to. The next thing we're going to do is set the position of the screws out for the pegboards. What we're going to do is level those lines across, so we get a nice straight edge across the top. We've only got a very small level, which is fairly common, I suppose, around the home. So if you don't have a long level, the next best thing to do is use a straight edge. And we've got one here today that we prepared earlier. Up there like that on our mark. You can just mark off our points there, there, and there. All right, well, for the next step, now that we've marked out our position of where our holes are going to go, is actually drilling and plugging. Of course, important to keep your safety gear on at all times. Well, now that we've drilled our holes into the brickwork, the next operation is to tap in our plugs. Once you've got your wall plugs in, it's a matter of simply putting your screws in. When you put your screws in, make sure that you keep them out about 5mm, just to make it easy when we go to fit these pegboards. Right, well, now that our screws are in, the next thing is simply hang your pegboard and we're away. Well, now that we've got our pegboard hanging on the wall, it's time to dress it up with all our tools. Well, there you have it. We've got our pegboard up, our tools organised, and there's a lot more space on the garage floor.